What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I've been waiting patiently for the last couple of weeks for silver. Check this out. It is below 30 bucks an ounce again. You know, we had a nice push right here all the way up to 32.50. And now we're getting a nice healthy consolidation, pullback, creating which looks like a nice bull flag. And look at this, we're coming, I'm like watching it. I'm just sitting here watching it and it just keeps creeping down. The closer we get to 29, because 29 right here, this looks like a beautiful spot to add on to the precious metals stack. So we're going to do just that. We're going to go to SD Bullion and buy some right now. Might as well. So I'm trying to steer clear. You know, I do have some constitutional junk silver. You know, I'm kind of like, I like the old stuff. Like, if I could get these, oh, dude, I'd be all over that. All over that. The old quarters, I think that's so cool, man. You know what I mean? These are kind of cool. $10 face modern. You know, modern quarters, that's kind of cool. But, yeah, I don't know. Not for that price tag, it's not. But, like, yeah, and then if you look at Silver Eagles, yeah, 38.88. Yeah, I never look at the first price that's on there because, yeah, by the time you use your card or I just use my card, you know what I mean? But it's almost, it's like $9-10 bucks over spot per ounce for a Silver Eagle. No thanks. And plus, you know, anything that says the United States on it, I've been trying to steer clear. I do have some Silver Eagles. Not very many, but I have a few. And I have some constitutional, but like the more you look at the financial system and money, and you see the way you know, the way we're taxed, and then you look at like home loans, and I look at my home loan and I'm like, this is disgusting. I mean, this is absurd. I'm paying $4,000 a month for my mortgage, and in a year only like $1,000, $1,200 bucks has gone towards the principal, and like $25,000 has gone towards interest alone. I mean, I know they need to make money off of like lending me money, but I mean, come on. That's absurd. But it's the banks and the unelected global elitists, they will not lose. You know what I mean? They will not lose. They've been screwing us and screwing us and screwing us. And you know, as long as Democrats are in the office, they have complete control. The Democrats are just a puppet for these big banks and these global elitists. The Democrats are so corrupted. I don't even think they're trying to hide it anymore. It's so obvious. It's obvious to us. It's obvious to them that we know it. And they're getting so brazen. They don't even care anymore. And the thing is I've seen like financial analyst after analyst after analyst, and they've been screaming, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Hey, don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. You're going to cause the economy to collapse. Hey, you shouldn't be doing that. But they don't care. Right? And then you look at silver. It's like, well, people would naturally want to put their money into the last thing, real money. Gold, silver, copper. But they've been suppressing and squashing the price for all these years, because if you look at home prices, car prices, food, clothing, anything, And then you compare it to silver over this huge time period. It's like silver has not kept up with inflation at all. And yet people are still buying the hell out of it. Why? Because the people that do buy it understand what it is. It's real money. You hold it, you own it. You control it, not them. And that's what drives them absolutely batshit fucking crazy. They want control over it. And I think a lot of these crypto booms has been to divert people's attention away from precious metals. Hey, look over here, look over here, you know. You don't need that. We're going to just, yeah, we're going to buy that. You buy this. I mean, I'm not saying I don't own cryptos, I do. I do think digital currency is the future. It just needs to be done right. You know, it needs to be backed by the real thing. Needs to be backed by the real thing. And I think there should always be a paper currency counterpart to the digital currency, and that's just my opinion. But yeah, if they can't control it, they don't want you in it. But see, here's the thing: all the, gold and silver stackers from way back, they were betting on something to happen in their lifetime. Maybe it didn't, and they pass it down to the next generation. But I honestly think that what all those old gold and silver stackers thought was going to happen, I'm going to see it in my lifetime. I will see it in my lifetime. And that's where they lose control. Because they just naked short, hold down the market. But when people actually come calling for their metal, that's when I think shit starts to implode. And gold and silver shoot up to where they should have been a long, long time ago. Right? And if you look at them and you say, okay, well, every time... And for instance, there's this kid from my state, the GameStop kid that's been buying up GameStop and putting out these little memes. Yeah, he lives not too far from me. I could drive to his house right now. I don't know where he lives, but I know he's in this state. But he's been buying GameStop, and he's been putting these memes out there, and it's been pushing the market up. And he's creating massive losses for these big banksters, right? He used to be one of them, and now he's using the system against them, and they don't like it. So now they're going after him, saying that he's been manipulating the market. The same thing that they do. I see it on the charts, the Forex charts. I see it clear as day. Clear as day. Every single day I see market manipulation. They do it every single day. They've been fined for it, they've been caught for it, and they still do it. They don't care. So when the system comes crashing down, anything that says the United States on it, they might come calling, honestly. They might say, hey, because, they might be to the point, you see where they're going, right? They're just getting more brazen. It's like they almost don't even care anymore. So, it gets to a point where, oh, everything's collapsing. We need all of your gold and silver. Anything that says the United States on it, that belongs to us. So, yeah, I'm trying to steer clear. I do have some United States stuff. But honestly, if they want my silver, come and get it. They've been screwing us. And then when everything implodes, they want to screw us one last time? No, I don't think so. So yeah, I try to stay away from. Plus, if you look at the premiums and stuff on the United States stuff, it's kind of absurd. But if the price is cheap enough, I have bought some here and there. But let's see what we got here. This is kind of a cool bar here. I don't know, 10 ounce Johnson Matthey struck and extruded silver bar. I don't have any of those, I don't think. I have one of these. I have some poured bars, but struck and extruded. You know what bar I really want is this one right here. Dude, that thing looks sick. Nice knurling around the outsides. Geiger. Silver security line. Dude, that's a cool bar. Not in stock. Let's see. Let's go to 1 ounce silver rounds. Actually, let's go back to Maple Leafs. I want to see. Yeah, see, this is a lot more. Still a little high. I have a lot of I've got a lot of those. I have wanted one of these, but the premiums are just too crazy on the Mexican silver. And these look cool, but these have the craziest premium of all. Yeah, because the Chinese, they don't want they want to hold. They don't want people buying. So if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it at a much higher premium. Nah. Silver rounds. Ooh. The Buffaloes I've gotten before, I'm not entirely impressed with the Buffaloes. I mean, maybe it was just the ones that I got because they come from different mints. There might be some better ones out there. Ooh. Oh, that's a but this is cool. It's a Mercury dime. Except it's a 1 ounce coin. That is cool. That is pretty badass. I don't know. I'm kind of, 3. So, if yeah, that would be 30 ounces. 9. No, that's too much. See, here's the thing, like, this is the part that sickens me, and I've done it. I've done it a few times, right? But only in small amounts, where I've gone on here and I've gotten like a couple of pieces of silver that I really, really wanted, and I paid tax because I didn't buy over $1,000, right? But it was for a couple of pieces, and it wasn't a big deal. It was like $16 in tax or whatever. It wasn't the end of the world. And maybe over the bigger picture, it's not a big deal, but we should not be paying tax on silver. We should not. I mean, that should be illegal. Because that's another thing that just kind of steers you away. It's just chewing into your profits. So it makes sense to buy silver in bulk, and it makes sense to buy it yeah, it makes sense to buy it in bulk, man. Let's see. We got 1 kilo. That's kind of a cool bar. I have one of these. But I'm trying to see. See, this one's cheap enough that we might be able to squeeze in. Because it goes by this price, right? It doesn't. So here's where it gets interesting. This first price, $9.75. I'm going to add that to the cart. This is a Switzerland 1 kilo bar. Okay. So now if I went and checked out, even though I'm paying with a credit card, right? It would be over $1,000. It doesn't matter. So if I go to checkout right now, which I've already done this, at the current price, and if I was to check out right now, they would charge me $60 in tax alone. $60 in tax for this bar. That's insane. So what I can do, because you can see some of the other bars. There's a bar right here for 1,000. 1 kilo. I mean, that's a cool bar. That's over 1,000. Right? This Scottsdale Mint stacker. $1,007 for that bar. So that would do the trick. I could get 1 kilo, pay no tax, good to go. But by getting this cheaper one, now we're gonna go to silver 1 ounce rounds. Yeah, and we're gonna throw a mercury dime silver round, 1 ounce round in as well. And look at that subtotal, $1,007. So I'm getting more silver. And now if I go to checkout, 0 tax. No tax. So I'm going to go and check out right now. All right, done. It is on the way. So that's the way I like to do, you know, my silver purchases. And obviously I know, like, when I go to resell them, obviously, you know, people say that, like, Silver Eagles, for instance, these sell for more. Right? So you pay more for them. So whatever spot is, people will pay over spot for them. But, I don't know. Who knows what the market will look like? You know what I mean? When everything breaks, this is the way it's been so far. But what happens when things completely shift? Does this become even better, or do we just go back to, like, spot? You know, whatever silver is trading for. Plus, there's always going to be a premium. I understand the premium because it takes work to get the silver out of the ground, you know, refine it and put it into that nice form factor to deliver to you. There's work that's involved in doing that, so I understand, you know, the premium that you pay. But when I buy silver, I try to get the most silver I can for the lowest price. And that's it. Like, see, I could have gotten this bar right here, and I would have gotten 1 kilo. But because I got this one, which was on sale, you can see it says sale. They must have more of these in stock or whatever. I got one of these plus an additional extra ounce of silver for the same price as this. And I didn't have to pay jack shit in tax, which is great. Because I think Uncle Scam gets enough. So if you're new to buying silver, this is probably the best advice that I could give, is get a chart of some kind on your phone. Not just the silver price. Like, don't just go to the websites and see what the price is. Like, look at an actual chart. You don't need to know charting. You don't need to know anything about it. You don't have to put support and resistance lines in. You don't have to draw trend lines. You don't have to do any of that. But it's a good, like, visual, you know, representation of what is happening. And it just helps with the buying process. Right? And it's not, obviously it's not about timing the market perfectly, but it's looking for key areas where it might be a good idea to add on to your stash. So obviously back here, COVID, right? I was, so far out of, like, back here, my head was starting to come out of my ass a little bit. Back here, I owned nothing. I had nothing. Like, I was broke as a joke. Life was not good. And then COVID happened and things changed because I started learning, money. And you can see silver exploded here, right? And then we started getting healthy pullback, consolidation, big bull flag here. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to start buying right here. And that's where I started buying. My very first piece of silver ever came from right around here, around 20 bucks. And I started buying, and then once it hit here, I stopped, it pulled back. Then this right here was probably my first major silver purchase was done right here. And then it just kept bouncing around, and every time I hit a low, that's when I would buy. But my major purchases are always where I think a low might be formed. It's not about timing it perfectly, because obviously this could rip a lot lower than I'm thinking. But you don't want to buy after, like, boom, it shot up, it's hitting the news, silver's exploding! And then you buy, and then it comes screaming back down. So I wait. I've been waiting patiently for the last couple of weeks, thinking, okay, well, if silver gets below 30 again, I'm game. I'm game. But you see this push, consolidation bull flag, push higher. Now, if we zoom in, we see kind of the same thing, just on a smaller time frame. Push. We're getting this consolidation bull flag pullback here. Who knows? This could hold here. I mean, I just bought just a hair above 29 bucks. Right? This could come up and then come back down for one more. That's possible. Or it comes down a lot lower than I thought. I don't care. I'm in it for the long game, but it never hurts to just look at a physical chart and say, well, yeah, it looks like it's getting a beat down. Let's buy some. You know what I mean? And this is what I've been doing since all the way back here. And it's just been crawling, and it's starting to kind of actually really pick up momentum. So, yeah, we'll see where this goes. But it's crazy, man. I mean, that's a kilo. If you compare it to like an 8-pound copper bar, it's like, wow, man. 8 pounds of copper? What is that? Let's see. What is copper going for? Yeah, copper's coming back down. 4.45. So this bar is like 37, maybe 40 bucks today. It was a lot more. Obviously, copper's a lot more volatile. And this thing that's like a fraction of the size is going for $1,000. That's crazy. But yeah, this the metals market, I mean, this is all money. This is real money. This, gold, real money, just different, denominations. I don't know. I think copper needs to be done big. I like big, because whenever you buy in bulk, that's when you get the best deal, right? So I plan on passing that on, the best deal, to the people I sell it to. And I do like, silver is it's a troy ounce, so it's more than an ounce that you're getting. So this is a working class pound, or 8 pounds. It's a working class 8-pound bar. So it's actually 8.5 or 8.6 pounds. But yeah, anyways, guys, when the silver's on the way, and surprisingly, silver is down more than copper today. Kind of interesting. But yeah, the silver's on the way. As soon as it gets here, we'll unbox it, take a look at it. I'm going to go at some point this week and go grab the rest of my silver. so I can, because I honestly don't know how much silver I have. I need to like get a tally here. But we'll take a quick look at, all the silver that I've been buying since, 20 bucks. And take a look at it as soon as it gets here. So make sure you subscribe. See you later. Thumbs it up.